Just so you know, this is silly town.
Well, oh God.
Perfect timing.
Welcome back, silly little freaks. Technology getting the best of us today already.
Oh, that's too early for this.
Hello, Figs. It is early. I'm not a morning person either. It's much earlier for you, but
I'm honestly I'm usually up by now. Like I'm usually a morning person. But because I'm a responsible adult, I decided to stay up till 1 a.m. and drink cocktails with my friend.
that's fine. That sounds
Um,
respectful to me.
no, it was lovely. I haven't really gotten to hang out with them for a while, so it was nice just getting to hang out. They somehow got me into a new anime, which yeah. So that's going on my list now. But I don't drink liquor. Like,
Oh, I forgot that.
yeah, no, I live and die by my pibber. Uh,
Forgot
and I
about
was drinking whiskey last night, so
what kind of whiskey?
that's a great question.
Oops.
I don't know, some kind of peach stuff. It was good.
Like
Um,
Jim
I,
Beam
I think
peach.
I think that might have been what it was, but it was like that and Sunny D, um, which
Oh,
was
sweet.
it was very sweet. I think that's part of why I have a headache right now. I also I didn't eat anything, because I'm doing my calorie deficit. So like all those combined, and the fact that I don't stay up till 1 a.m. anymore was just a really solid choice on my part.
That sounds like a party.
It was fun.
The party. Hey, buddy. That's right. I got back. My God, my voice. Well, first of all, my voice. I gave myself what I think might be a form of pneumonia from my vape.
Oh God.
So, like, I have this thing where I only vape when I'm away. And so I bought one when I was away. And after the first day, my one tonsil hurt like so bad. And I
Ooh.
thought I was getting strep. And my friend that I was with is a nurse, and she was like, "No, it doesn't look like it, whatever." And I'm like, "All right, I should just leave this, like, put this down and not use this for a little bit, because, like, whatever." And then after I felt better, maybe like 4 days later, we were at a bar. We were sitting outside, and you're outside, so I'm just like absentmindedly pulling it. Now, mind you, I don't smoke cigarettes or vapes,
Yeah.
so like I don't consume nicotine on a regular basis. So by the time we got back from the bar, I was like, I looked at Melissa and I was like, I'm really sorry. I think I might throw up tonight. And I'm like, and I've only had like 5 beers, so I
Oh.
don't know why. So then I was Googling, and apparently you can give yourself nicotine poisoning.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know that. And I'm like, oh, so we ordered food and I felt better. But then I got this cough that's like, it's moved down. I'm showing you visually, like it's moved down my chest now, but the
Yeah.
tightness was like all the way up here. And then I was reading about how sometimes if you like inhale incorrectly, the oil can give you like a little bit of a walking pneumonia. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, well, hello. Sorry.
Yeah. I cannot fuck with vapes, man. Like they're so much stronger than cigarettes. Like,
Hmm.
and it sounds like a nightmare. Especially, I mean, you're literally inhaling like water vapor. Like that can't be good for your lungs.
No, absolutely not. And I never wanted to. My sisters like kind of. I don't know. Maybe they didn't bully me into it, but there was a summer when we were hanging out a lot, and it was like the first summer the Juuls were big,
Oh God.
and I can be like kind of a I can be like kind of an asshole when I drink. And I was like, just give me that. Like, why do you guys have these in your mouth all the time? Let me see. Because I was drunk and I hit one. And then I spent the rest of the time just like stealing their vapes. So then it became like a sometimes when you're drunk thing. And then I had to have a different rule because I don't even want to smoke. Like, I'm not even interested.
Yeah.
So it became well, maybe when you're away sometimes. So that's the rule.
Yeah. I think last night reminded me why I haven't drank as much since I quit smoking. Because after the second cocktail, I was like, ooh, I really want a fucking cigarette. Because when we were in Colorado and I only had the one beer, I was like, I'm fine. Because like I was worried that if I got drunk, I was gonna want one, and like Ashley was there, so I was like, I I bet I could talk her into giving me one. But then Fingers is like, I will hit you. And I'm like, okay, I will. No cigarettes. It's fine. But last night I'm like, ooh, this motherfucker smokes. But I didn't do it. So, yeah.
How long ago did you quit?
December 27th was my last one.
Ooh.
So however long that is.
Now you have to make it a year because it's too close.
See, but now I'm just concerned because I don't like being in public spaces and not having something to do with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have a whole 16 days of being in public spaces all by myself, where I'm probably gonna be drinking a fair amount. And like, what the fuck am I gonna do with my hands?
Bring a I don't know, the toy.
Just
I don't know what this is. I don't know. Sometimes I'm glad that a lot of people might not go to the video yet.
yeah. Well, I feel like we have a surprising amount of viewers on a few of them. I think people are just kind of like absent-mindedly checking it out, so that's cool.
Do we? I don't even know how to look at that. I don't even know if I can look at that because everything's so good. We have to figure out how to get me on the Instagram though.
Yeah.
That's driving me nuts.
I just have my Facebook login. I'll just
Fair.
connect you through there.
My eyes are so itchy.
But yeah. Today's gonna be a fun day. I'm so glad that I'm off today. I actually probably wouldn't have drank last night if I wasn't off today, but I do have an interview today, so that's gonna be fun.
That's exciting. Can we talk about that? Probably not yet, right?
I mean, I'm down to talk about it.
Okay.
I was honestly surprised that, like, I applied and then like 2 days later, I was just doing like that, that follow-up phone call. I'm like, oh yeah, can you come in like 2 days? And I'm like, yes, absolutely.
That's weird. I got the result that I was hoping for. What's that like?
Usually that doesn't happen. Because the last time I did that, I never got a call back from the manager. So,
that tracks.
So I'm excited though, because like I feel like some of the experience that I have from when I was in school and stuff can like carry over to at least some of that. Plus, I'm all like artsy fartsy, whatever, and it's a fucking craft store, so like perfect. But yeah, I'm hopeful. It's just like a part-time thing, because I'm getting my hours cut at work because I'm also part-time, and because I'm the only not manager there, I've been picking up like as many hours as possible to help out, and my boss got in trouble for giving me too many hours. So, which is kind of fucked up because it's like, dude, there's literally 3 people on staff in a store that should have at least 4. Or no, at least like 5 actually. So, but it's fine. So, I don't know.
I just bought pastels randomly, like right before I left Cardiff.
Like chalk ones?
Yeah, like went to an art store. I haven't tried to do anything visually with art in forever because I'm not good, but I just like it,
That's what matters.
And so I remember when I used to take art, I preferred pastels because they were like more forgiving if you fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing. And I randomly had like an extra 30 minutes to kill before I had to get on the train to get back to the airport. And I walked into this like art store and I was like, oh, look at these pastels. And they were like 13 quid for like 24 colors. I'm like, well, I don't know what I'll do with these, but I'm going to buy them.
Nice.
I haven't even opened them yet, but I have them. We'll see what happens.
Pastels are so much fun. That's one of my favorite mediums. Even like whether they're chalk or like the soft ones. I think I like the soft ones more just because like they feel really good. But
I think I have the soft ones. I think I bought the soft ones. I like them. I used to like charcoal too. Like I like the mediums that are forgiving and you don't really have to know how to draw. And you can smudge shit.
Yeah. I genuinely thought that I was never going to be capable of drawing a single thing that was realistic until I had an art teacher been like, have you ever tried using charcoal instead of like a pencil? And I'm like, no. And then I managed to, I actually did like a still life that didn't look like dog shit.
I think I must have done a still life in high school. I still talk to my art teachers from high school, like regularly. I love them. But I'll let you know how that goes when I open them.
That's exciting, yeah.
I've overrun myself this week with like calls and like getting some consulting stuff going. So maybe next week.
Yeah.
and I have to take an exam Friday.
Oh, it's fun.
It will be. I should have taken it over a year ago.
Oh,
Yes. I've been qualified to take it for over a year. I literally started the application September of last year, and I didn't click submit until July this year.
oh no.
It's like a 3-hour exam, like a proctored exam though. Like you have to go in and they
Ooh,
take your stuff and they lock it up in like a locker, and it's timed and it actually takes 3 hours. Like it's very unlikely that I will finish early. But
that sounds like
once
a
it's
lot.
done, I don't have to take the next one for a while, so it will be good.
Yeah,
I'm very mad to be home. I will tell you that.
understandable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that. Well, not the mad about being home part, but if you want to talk about the trip stuff,
Yeah,
I want
dude.
to hear all about it. I know we've talked some about it in, at least like, the show and stuff in chat, but
Dude, I can't even explain like how first of all how incredibly beautiful that country is. Like the greenery, and I grew up maybe because like all my life is in the suburbs, so like there's greenery, but it's like people's lawns, or like you
yeah.
can go hiking, but it's just different, right? Like it's just these like bright green rolling hills, but then there's also beaches, but then there's also city, like there's a little bit of everything, and there's just fucking castles everywhere, like stuff you don't get living in a young
So
country,
cool.
stuff you can't see. I literally risked my life to take a picture of Newport Castle just jutting out on top of the highway. Like it's literally just like if you were by the freeway, any freeway or any highway in the US, and all of a sudden there was part of a castle. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm going right for it. And I was in the middle of the highway taking pictures before I realized, because then like I kept like, sorry, my neighbors brought their dog out. Before I realized that if I continued to wander, there were tunnels that would take me under the freeway right up to the castle. So, and I took some close up shots, but I risked it all for the
Yeah.
juxtaposition of the fucking ruins on the highway.
I've been digging all the pictures, especially the castles. That's just cool as fuck.
Dude, so I feel like a little bad because the first like week I was there, I wasn't alone. So one of my friends is moving out there, so she flew back the same day that I flew in. So we were together like pretty much the whole week, and then my friend Melissa came in. And I'm not good at organizing groups of people, right? So I also don't like to make decisions for what a group of people is going to do, which probably some people might be surprised by, but that gives me so much fucking anxiety.
No, that's fair.
So we didn't really do any exploring like that while everyone was there, because also, I don't know. I also don't mind if I'm like, hey, I want to do this thing today and it seems cool, and then you get there and it's not cool. If I'm alone, I don't give a shit. I'll just go do something else. But if other people are there, I'll be
Everybody else
like,
there, then
that
it's like,
idea
oh,
sucks, and I brought you to do something that's
yeah.
shitty. So I didn't really explore outside of the cities until everybody was gone. So like we went back up to Edinburgh, and then Melissa went home, and then that day I went to a beach with all these incredible jetties that you could hike up and down, and just like there were parts of the beach where there were a bunch of people, and there were parts of the beach where you could be like very secluded if you just kept walking. And I just like hiked down to these flat rocks on the jetty, and I just laid on my back and cried. There just was so much to process outside of the fact that it was beautiful. Like something I still can't talk about yet, but something I still can't talk about had finally like come to like I don't know. There was some kind of there's some kind of closure that's happened in the background of something, and I was like, oh my god, my whole life is so much better since this thing has happened.
Yeah.
So then I just laid there for a little bit, and then the water's cold. I'll tell you that. So I spent probably like 2 hours there, 3 hours there that day because I went late in the day. But then I think I saw 4 or 5 castles. I went to another beach. I wandered a couple towns or cities that, if I don't end up in Cardiff, could be like good backup, like a little bit cheaper to live, but
Nice.
Cardiff's the goal. And the people are just so fucking nice. Like the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
I made a female friend, my first female friend since I've been going.
It's exciting.
Yes. It was a good time. It was a good time. And
How's
my
the sunburn?
what?
How's your sunburn?
It's good. Well, it's actually I got a rash from it.
Oh
Like
no.
yeah, like 3 days later I got a rash. But maybe now I'll actually get color here, living at the beach, and maybe I won't look like a ghost anymore because I live at the beach and I got sunburned in Wales. So fuck me. Fuck me.
Yeah, I'm excited for the clouds over there. I don't do well in the sun.
That was a real relief. And then I came back and it was hot for one day, but then yesterday it was randomly hoodie weather.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
That's all it was. Yeah, I think it was like 65 here yesterday. Like it's been so fucking hot, like because whatever, it's fucking humid Midwest.
Yes.
But like yesterday, it finally started raining, and it was all like kind of gloomy. It's still kind of gloomy today, which is why I have my fucking light on because there's no sunlight. But I live for this shit.
We're sunny today. Well, it's weird because I'm looking, but it's like kind of hazy. Sunny but hazy here. But I'm so excited. I'm back in October for, I think, a week. And then I'm actually changing plans for November. Instead of setting up home base in London, I'm going to set it up in Cardiff again.
Nice.
And then bop from there to all the shows and stuff. I can't wait. I'll tell you what, though. I'm not feeling optimistic about the visa situation. So that's
yeah. That's kind of a bummer.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Did you look
Does
into
it just
that?
does it just like fluctuate with like
Well,
who's offering what?
Yeah, pretty much. So I was looking at the entrepreneur visas at first, but they're not giving those out right now. And then the skilled worker visa priority goes to like medical workers and
Yeah.
And they're prioritizing like data and tech right now. I guess like actual like super cool like nerdy shit that I can't do that I wish I could do. So it's not that it's impossible, but like one of the best ways to get over is to already be working with a company that wants to move you over. So it's just like kind of spray and pray.
Yeah.
I've been looking, like researching organizations that are known to sponsor visas and just trying to figure out, you can do student visas too, but I just don't think I'll have enough patience to save up enough to go over on a student visa because they monitor how much you work and you have to pay upfront for the masters and stuff. Although I do want to get my masters, but we'll see.
I was thinking about going back to school, but I cannot take something else on.
They have a master's program there that is at University of South Wales that's 3 years part-time. But then you also can still only work part-time.
Yeah.
Except when school's on break. So if you're in a master's program, when school's on breaks, you can work full-time. What I have not been able to figure out yet that could be a game changer is, could I continue, like, would they monitor how many hours I work in my business? I don't. There's a lot of like red tape because then you also need to see like, can I actually have work for myself? Like, I don't know. It's very hard to figure out.
Fuck.
Yes. It's not impossible. It just requires a level of patience that I am not naturally equipped with, and I am having to learn because I had the whole shit figured out financially. I was gone the first week of November. Like financially, it's handled. They just need to let me in.
See, that's kind of why I'm glad, because I feel like with the fact that it's probably gonna shift again, depending on like the next few years and stuff, because like they just had their major election over there and stuff, so I'm sure that's changing how things are happening right now with all that, and like not being financially set to go right now. I think that gives me some time to kind of like figure out what my plan is for all that. Plus, I got other shit that I got to sort out before then anyway. But
there is a list of organizations that have sponsorship licenses. Like you can start there. I was digging through.
Oh yeah, there was a night I spent a good couple hours one night. I went through the whole list, and I'm like, I am qualified to work at all of these places because they're like design firms or like technically related to the degree that I already have, like, or the
Mhm.
experience that I have with my degree, like. And I'm like, I'm gonna call all of these places. And I don't know, there's some actually like really fancy fucking design firms over there, and I'm like, they're doing, different stuff than you get here, because everybody here is like older, like a little older than my mom's age,
Okay.
and painting everything like gray and beige. And over there they're doing like funky wallpapers and like patterns and like actually designing something fun. And I'm like, oh no, this is excruciatingly enticing because I absolutely want to fucking work for you.
No, no more millennial, no more millennial beige.
Oh, I'm so fucking over it.
I don't know how we got. I don't know how we got saddled with that because, well, my bedroom is black and like purplish gray, but that's because I find black to be soothing for sleeping. But like, I've always
Yeah.
been like a blue girl, or like, at one point, I think at one point my room, my first apartment, my room, I painted vertical stripes. They were lime green, orange, and baby blue. Like,
Yeah.
I was absolutely not a millennial beige girl.
Um, there's actually a reason for the millennial gray thing. Or
Millennial
grayish, I
gray? Is it
guess.
gray? And I'm saying beige, but it's gray.
Well, I'm gonna call it greige because it's gray, beige, and everything in between.
Okay.
Just anything that's fucking boring and basic. It's actually like a recession related thing. So if you remember, like, it was like the early 2000s one where like everybody's mom had those like Tuscan inspired kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
That was like that era of like the recession thing. Like that was the staple of theirs. And so when we got, like, our generation got a little bit older and started like having our own places, but not having any fucking money to actually do fun things with it, we hit the like our version of like the Tuscan kitchen thing, which just happened to be everything being gray and beige and fucking super minimalist. Um, and so yeah, it's because we're all poor.
Because they took all our money.
Yeah. Um, so after this looming housing crisis hits, and you know everybody can afford to buy houses again, we're probably going to see the next shift in that. I just I don't want I'm gonna end up info dumping about recessions and design trends. Uh,
Interesting. I don't know any of this stuff.
it's super weird to look at because like the cycles of it happen like so regularly. Because like if you look back like toward like what was it, there was like the 60s and like 70s with like the space age stuff and everything being like the whole mid-century modern with everything being like super bright colors and super fun and cool. And then as you get towards like the more into the 80s, it gets a little bit more space agey, and then the 90s when things kind of got a little financially iffy, it toned down a lot again. And then you hit the Tuscan kitchens, and then more recessions, and it's I don't know, I think it's super interesting, but it's
I'm thinking about the 90s, and my mom was like really into mauve as a color in the 90s. So,
yes.
and I remember at one point and there was also those like do it yourself cans of like paint. Like they were, I don't want to say spray paint, but they were like, I don't know, they were paint. You probably know what they really were, but you could paint colors or like textures. They had the texture ones. And I distinctly remember her retexturizing all of our furniture. And
Yes,
she and I
with
had
like
the same
the chalk
furniture.
type shit.
It was like smaller versions of like popcorn ceiling but on your furniture, and her room was mauve and mine was baby blue because I wasn't having the mauve. But then we had like a white Christmas tree with all mauve decorations. Like I remember a very distinct vibe in the 90s in my house growing up.
Yeah,
And mauve played a part in it.
I think there was like the mauve and like the kind of burnty orange. There was like that very it wasn't like a neutrals palette, but it was like a toned down version of like a jewel palette almost.
Oh,
That was very big in the 90s.
yep. I remember the mauve. And I
Yeah.
just kept painting. Every room I had when I was younger, I just painted baby blue. Every single one. One time I painted it pink, and I think I kept it for a couple months, and I was like, I actually don't even fucking like pink. I don't know why I did this, and then I painted it blue.
I think the first time I remember actually getting to pick my room color, I was deep in my earliest obsession, which was ancient Egypt.
Okay. Like that.
Whole other special interest. So like a couple of the walls were like, for some reason I picked this like weird lavender color, but then this one wall my mom painstakingly painted what looked like pyramid bricks.
No,
That my accent wall was like pyramid bricks. Uh
I
so
would never.
that was my first choice. Um and then I went with like this weird gross green when we got the house that we're living in now. Which yeah, again, super weird timeline of me living in this specific house.
Okay.
Uh because like the purple room house we like moved out after my parents divorced and then like moved in with my grandparents and like they painted whatever color, and this was like the first house that my mom actually bought post divorce, so I was like
Mhm.
super excited, so like finally have my own fucking room again, and I painted it green, but the trim was still this like really dark green, so I basically lived inside the Jolly Green Giant because my room was just like varying shades of green and it was really bad.
Green.
Yeah. um and then I moved out and whatever. But now I'm back here and I'm redoing everything because it's still half the colors that it was when I think it was in 7th grade when we moved in here. So it's been a while.
Oh
Um,
my god.
my little sister's room is still like fuchsia. It's it's god awful.
Is that one of the Is that one of the kids' rooms now, or is it just
Yes.
okay?
Luckily Melody really likes pink, so it's okay. But we're gonna find a good pink to redo.
Pink
Yes. A not
on the
not
eye.
painful to the eyes. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I need to do some purging here. That's the other thing I want to do. I'm still gonna, even though the visa thing is annoying, I am still gonna start like cleaning up and purging and getting shit in order because there's just so much stuff here, and I don't miss any of my stuff when I'm gone. Like
It's just
I don't.
stuff.
I don't miss anything but my dogs. I don't miss any of my stuff. I don't even miss my own bed. Like people are like, "Can't wait to sleep in my own bed." I'm like, I literally don't care. Like living on the road my whole life.
Yeah.
My bed, actually, the bed I had at the Airbnb in Wales is more comfortable than my bed right now because my mattress needs replacing. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet.
I'm actually very nervous about that.
What, replacing your mattress?
Staying in an Airbnb.
Oh, why?
Well, okay, so our Colorado trip was the first time I've ever done that. Like I've always been a hotels person because usually with like a group of people who's all very like it's like my close group of friends that we've known each other for like 15 years. So
Yeah.
it's like we just, pile up in hotel beds and it's fine. Um but one of the Airbnbs I have am literally staying in the spare room of a married couple.
Okay.
Like they have like a lock on the door and stuff. Like I made sure to check that in when I was like booking because I'm like I don't want to stay somewhere that I can't lock the room while I'm both there and
Yeah.
not there. But they're gonna be there like the whole time. So I'm just like I feel like it's gonna be a little odd. But like I feel a little bit safer than like staying by myself, I guess. Or like because a lot of the places that I was looking at were like a single guy renting out his spare room and was also going to be there the whole time, and I'm like, I'm going to go with the married couple.
Yeah.
That's
Like no,
just don't
no
I'm like
shade to single guy, but we have to make decisions with that kind of stuff in mind.
yeah, and most of them also were like clear like the room doesn't lock, and I'm like nah, absolutely fucking not. I don't care if it's like $20 cheaper for that room. I'm going to pay more for peace of mind.
Yes.
I don't know. I hope they're nice. Like they have really good reviews, but like I don't know. I know people over there can be a little bit freaky, so I don't want to get like I'm not trying to get pulled in as a third or anything for this.
Well, hopefully they'll practice enthusiastic consent in that instance.
Yeah.
I've done both. I've done the shared space Airbnb, which people are like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's cheaper, and I don't care." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem talking to strangers. Mine were different though. So the ones that I've done that are shared space are more the owner's not there, but they rent out the different rooms, and the rooms have locks. So I did two of those in the last year. Last December when we were over in London, we did one, and it was like
Yeah.
7 separate rooms, and that was really cool because I made friends with this guy, Dwayne, the very first night. And then when I was in London for the month of March, I did the same thing. There were 3 rooms and 3 of us, and the one chick never said a word to me the whole month that we lived together. But
Yeah.
um,
I think that's the oh god,
what happened?
fantastic question. I think that's the setup for my first week.
Yeah,
Is like the owner's not there, but it's like, oh my god. But
am I
it's like a
giving
shared space thing.
giving you my breathing issues through the screen?
So I'm hoping the people are cool because like I want to make some friends, like whether they're from there or not. Like I think it'd be cool just to like meet some new people. But I also kind of don't care if they don't talk to me because I don't like talking to people at the same time. You know, it's like I'm very comfortable minding my business and like leaving you the fuck alone. But like if you want to be friends, we can absolutely do that too. Like
Yeah,
I'm very adaptable. Shout out Gemini placements.
it'll be fun. So you have shared space both of the weeks that you're there?
Yeah, the only time I'm by myself is Bristol. So like
Okay.
the 4 days that I'm there.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. The Airbnbs are better for what you're doing though because you want to like be in residential area and see if like because
Yeah,
you're testing it out to live. So
yeah. Plus it was super fucking cheap compared to hotels in the areas because like I wanted to be like in the shit and I didn't want to have to take a train for half an hour every fucking day just to get into London to actually like do anything. So,
no, it's a waste of time.
but super excited because I planned my train route for my potato adventure.
Oh, you are? You're gonna go up to Liverpool?
I talked to my therapist about it and she was I'm like, I need you to tell me if I'm being crazy or not. And she's like,
We gotta talk about potatoes today.
no, she was so supportive. The initial plan was I was gonna because I couldn't check into my first Airbnb until like super late, or I think it's like 3 or 4, like the day that I get there, and I'm literally getting there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was initially going to take the train just from fucking Heathrow just up and just spend the day up there because they park their food truck thing at like it's like an open air market kind of thing. So like that's fine. I was just gonna spend the day doing that, whatever. They're closed on Mondays. So new plan. So I think now the day that I leave Bristol, I'm just gonna take the train because the train passes that I got is literally as long as I'm doing it like in the same 3 days, I can take the train as much as I want. So I'm gonna leave Bristol and just go straight up to Liverpool and then dick around up there for a little bit and then go back down to London. So I think I'm gonna be spending about 6 hours on the train that day, but I'm getting me that fucking potato, I swear to God.
Listen, if it makes you happy, you do it. That's what it is.
Plus, it's like, I'm there to fuck around and just have fun, so like, why not? Yeah.
There to fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Plus, I've been watching their videos again, and they just recently got one of those like scratch off maps.
Yeah.
Where you like visit places and you like scratch off where you've been. So they got it, but for people who come to like from different places to get their potatoes, and I'm like,
you gotta be Nebraska.
I am absolutely going to be Nebraska. Like, there's no way in the next 18 days that somebody else from fucking Nebraska is going to take that trip. Like, there's no chance. People from Nebraska don't go anywhere. At least not out of the country. At least like it's like, yeah, we're gonna drive 8 hours to Colorado because that's what we do. And all the shade to Nebraskans. Go somewhere else, please. Just have an adventure. All the shade. I will talk all the shit.
You're a Nebraskan, you're allowed. That's how it works.
Yes.
Talk shit to your own people.
Yes. So I'm super excited. I really do hope that I get to scratch that off for them. And they're all really nice guys. And one of the dudes that works on there like just had a kid and stuff. Just super exciting for them. But yeah, I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait to see. You're like their biggest potato fan. I love this.
I fucking love potatoes, dude. Uh, I,
Episode title. I fucking love potatoes.
I did 2 potato episodes in a row.
I was gonna say, wait, we used potatoes already, right? Oh my god, that sounds like a full-on smoker's cough. It's disgusting. Even my laugh is broken.
Honestly, that might be encouraging me to not give in and buy a pack over there just to get by.
Yeah, just like you won't buy a pack over there. They're horrifying. Have you ever seen them?
No.
You need to Google what cigarette packs look like over there.
Oh, gee. Okay, we're gonna get.
Some of them have like decaying lungs on them. They're horrifying.
Okay, that stuff I knew. But I spent all of middle school in the human growth class. I swear to God, every single time I got sat directly beneath that. Okay, I wonder if you also have seen this, because I know there's somebody else who has seen the poster of the like chick, and they're like, imagine if your outside looked like your inside when you're a smoker, and it was like basically she looked like she was covered in tar. And it was like this black and white, like horrific photograph, and she's like chilling there, like, and that sort of got that had to be a poster from the fucking 80s, but it was directly on the ceiling above me for like 2 fucking years in middle school.
No, I've never seen that. I need to Google that now.
Okay, it's awful. So I thought it was something else. Like I can deal with like that, because it's like, yes, I know that's what my lungs look like. It's fine.
I don't know. They like say horrifying things on them. Like
cigarettes are fucking bad for you. It's awful.
Like all black, and I'm like watching people smoke, and I'm like, I want to be honest. If I had ever thought I wanted to, I immediately do not. This works for me.
All right, let's see.
I was showing my one friend like the Surgeon General's warning in the U.S., and he was like, "That's it? That's all they give you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's just the branding."
Okay, hold on. These ones are cute though. Oh, those are like 90s cigarettes. Okay, these ones. Hold on, I don't know if you can see that. It's like the Dunhill ones, but it's like the long packs.
Yeah, but they don't even have the brands on them. Like it's just like on the top. I can't even explain. I have to send you one after. Like it's just like horrifying images and messaging.
Oh, I think we got it. Yeah. Okay. Well, ew.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The fuck. Okay, that's a lot worse than I thought. I thought it was gonna be. This is awful.
You're horrified.
But I know that's.
They should put them on the vape that I bought instead of making it pink.
Well, they can't verify that that's what vapes do to you yet, so like that's why they can't. I don't think they can legally do that.
You know, but it would have stopped me. I think.
No, that's fair. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you won't buy one. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a little bit more worried about like being at a show and being drunk and then being like, "Hey, I will buy you a shot if you give me a cigarette." Because like that's how I get when I'm drunk. It's like we're gonna be friends now. And I can smell it on you. I know you have cigarettes.
That's how you find them. Your nose takes you over. Oh no! You just text me. I'll just send you a voice note every time you think that you want, right? Because my voice will be like this for weeks. Like it will take a long time to go back to normal.
Honestly, if I just even vaguely mention it to Fingers, they will fly here and fight me if I smoke. So I'm
so, which is so wildly hypocritical.
It's fine.
You should fight them. I just pictured you both brawling. It's really funny, actually. My brain.
You know, okay, I'm not scared of a fight, but there's certain people that I feel like I wouldn't fight, and people who have the energy that Fingers brings terrify me.
No,
like that's somebody that I want in my corner. Like I would absolutely not fight someone like that, but I would absolutely love to be besties because they will stab someone on my behalf.
You're not wrong.
Actually, I love that I have 2 water sign friends that are both like that because my.
Oh wait, what'd you say? You just cut out.
Oh, I have 2 water sign friends like that because my platonic life partner, she's a Scorpio, And like she looks like, if you look at her, it's just like, oh no, she's very, very fairy-esque and like wears lots of pink and florals and like is very like brings that vibe that's like, oh, they're all love and light, but it's like, and then I'm like, I look the scary dog part, but it's like, oh no, I'm not gonna fight you. But like, you know, the the little fairy fucker over there is absolutely carrying a knife right now. Like,
Surprise, Uno reverse.
it's the most fun dynamic, I swear to God. I think we might have talked about that at one point already.
What?
The roles reversed dynamic of friendship.
With
I don't know. We talk about so much stuff.
I know. We're just talking because we also talk all day when we're not doing this too. So
Yeah.
just surprise everyone that we have more to talk about than what you hear.
Really talk about anything all day.
I can't wait to fucking go back. I didn't even unpack my suitcases. Can you see the side of it there? Like,
Yeah.
open on my couch because I needed something out of it. But I have to unpack because I have to be at a conference like first week of September, and then I'll have to unpack and pack again.
Oh shit.
Yes, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I think at the end of this week, I might book my Airbnb for November.
Are you also going to see Osaya while you're there?
You know what? I think we are.
Awesome.
I think we are because they're playing at the bar that I like.
I'm so excited for that.
I will tell you, I will probably be at the bar and not in the room where they're playing because it is very small and they're very loud, and I don't think I need to be that close.
I've been meaning to look up pictures of the venue that I'm going to see them at. I honestly don't care. I grew up going to like small DIY punk shows in like basements that were way too small for the amount of people that were in there. So like I'm fine with that. But I just like to get an idea of the venue before I go. But I'm super fucking pumped about that. I'm ready to lose all my hearing.
No, I'm not. I'm just because like I'm not like I'm selective with deathcore, and like the ceiling is low, and it just like the sheer volume just already feels like a lot. And I'm like, well, I can just like be hanging in the back by the bar with a beer and listen. We'll see though, because you know, I also have.
Are they headlining that one?
Yeah. It's like just like it's like playing like your local dive, but it's cool. My favorite kind of vibe.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I still need to buy my Party Cannon ticket.
What is that?
They're another like super heavy chaos metal kind of shit.
Chaos metal.
But that is literally the night before I fly out.
That's fine.
So my last night in London, I'm going to. I think they're playing the Underground. But yeah, they're playing with Fetal Juice.
The Underground. Playing with who?
Fetal Juice.
Yes. The Underground's sick.
I'm excited.
I liked it there.
I saw a lot of good things about that place, so I'm excited. I hyperfixated on them very hard, so I'm super excited that they're playing while I'm there.
When you're in Camden, wander into the Dev like pretty much any Friday or Saturday night too.
Yeah,
I like that place too. It's filthy. Yes. Fantastic.
It's gonna be fun. I just need to actually like secure my tickets because I've only bought my Osaya ticket. Everything else that I plan to do, I've not actually bought tickets to do yet.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, I am packed though.
You're packed.
I'm packed. 18 days. I'm ready to fucking go.
And you're packed.
Well, okay, so I'm mostly packed because I was like, I need to see how much my suitcase can actually hold because I've never packed this suitcase before, and I'm trying to figure out how to organize things in between like my duffel bag and like my checked bag. So that's honestly the only reason that I did it. But yeah, I still have like obviously like a few things because I went and got some new pants the other day, but and you know the knee hole issue? We don't have to right. Yeah. I had the opposite. The holes in my pre-distressed jeans were above my kneecaps, so I had to re-distress them.
Oh no. So are they bigger now though? Like are they huge? Because I love those.
No, I I took like a box, not a box cutter, like an X-Acto knife and some sandpaper, and so like they're fine. Um, but they're where they should be now. So it's
The knee hole issue.
I was literally, I tried them on and I sat down and texted Fingers and I was like, this fucking bullshit, dude. I'm never ordering pants online again because, like, if they don't have a long option because I got fucking frog legs, like, I can't buy pre-distressed jeans. It doesn't fucking work.
Oh, I don't have any preference. I really don't have any preference on where anything lands when I buy distressed clothes. Because honestly, especially if they're sliced around like the thighs, the first time I sit down, they just rip open anyway.
Yeah. So the thigh ones don't bother me, like, that's fine, but it's like I have to be able to bend my knees. And if the
That's
hole
true.
isn't in the right spot, it just doesn't work. And it's, yeah. So yeah, the jeans have been re-distressed.
Perfect. They'll be perfect. They're
Yeah.
custom now.
Yeah.
One of a kind.
But yeah, Peanut will be super happy to hear that I'm packed already. But
When do
I'm gonna unpack everything.
What?
So I was testing it out.
What do you mean?
Okay, because I mostly just packed to like shove everything in there to make sure it was all gonna fit, kind of thing. So like I need to like repack it so that it's like actually organized, so like I can get to things. Plus then I have like my necessities, like my fucking toiletries and like all that kind of shit that I don't have packed because like obviously I use that on a daily basis. So I have to deal with all of that stuff. But yeah,
I can't believe people pack this early.
I'm just too excited. Like I'm so fucking excited. And
I know. Then I just like stomp around and whine that I'm excited and I wish I was leaving and could do things before I leave. But I'm like, no, it's not 6 hours before I have to leave my house. So I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So then I just whine.
I don't know. I had a weird surge of energy the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna get this done. I know I have like 12,000 projects in my house that I need to get done, but like this is what we're gonna do.
It's all right. Just save the projects for when you're back and you're not happy that you're back, and then you'll have a different project.
Yes, I'll get stuff done through rage.
There you go.
I think I almost gave my boss a panic attack yesterday.
Why?
So we very short staffed, whatever. And I was like asking about the interviews that we had because there's supposed to be somebody coming up to interview from like Virginia or something, and he's like, but yeah, that's not happening for like another like 3 weeks, I think, is when they're moving up. And I'm like, oh, so when I get back, I'll know if they're going to be with us or not. And he looked at me and he's like, wait, when are you leaving again? And I'm like, I leave the 8th. And like the panic that hit his eyes, like I had to try not to giggle because I've never seen him look like that before. No. But it was one of those moments when it's like, oh, it's hitting me that I've again become unintentionally very valued at my job. So like I appreciate it, but you knew 3 months ago that when I booked all my hotels and shit that this is when I was leaving. Like
time flies.
Yeah. So hopefully when I come back we'll have a new full timer, but we'll see. I think he's gonna try and get some other part timers from some of the other stores to like fill in just in case.
They'll figure.
Yeah, it's not my fucking problem.
No, nope.
Yeah.
You did what you had to do.
Yep.
I've done that before. I've absolutely been the boss though that like has known for months and then is like, fuck, that's next week. Like,
yeah. It's like, my dude, you approved the time off. What are you doing?
Every week, like with a countdown. Like,
yeah.
We always figure it out.
Yeah.
I can tell you from experience, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. It'll be fine. I'm excited. I'll bring some treats back for him, so it'll be fine.
I didn't bring any treats back this trip. I need to get some. And I was supposed to bring Crumpets back. I was supposed to bring back Crumpets. And
aren't those just
tea?
Fucking biscuits?
No, they're different.
Okay.
Somehow. I don't know. You know what though? Fuck.
That's a biscuit.
I wanted to bring. No, biscuits are cookies there.
Okay. I'm absolutely gonna get in a fight while I'm over there.
Just learn the words. It's okay.
No.
I had Welsh cakes. They look like
difference?
They look like. Oh, we didn't talk about the concert at all.
Oh shit.
Next time.
Yeah.
They look like tiny pancakes. like silver dollar pancakes. So like when they handed them to me, that was my expectation. But they had the texture of more like a butter cookie.
Okay.
They were really good, but I had like a very slight allergic reaction to one of them, so I only ate
Oh.
one. I think this was like cross contamination because the one I got didn't have any nuts in it. It was like triple chocolate, which also we didn't talk about the difference between triple chocolate over there and triple chocolate over here, but that's neither here nor there. But they were good.
Yeah.
But I couldn't eat my second one because they had used almonds or something the day before, and I guess
No.
it's fine. Everything was fine, but they were very good.
Oh yeah, I still need you to send me the name of that spot with the momos so I can put that on my list so I don't forget.
Oh yeah, I need to look at that.
Um,
I'll find it.
I'm so excited to eat over there. Like most of the places on my list are not even like it's not white people food. Aside from the potato truck, that it's all like Indian and like all sorts of food. Except there's a place in Bristol called Eden. It's like a all vegan restaurant. I'm super excited to try that because the fucking menu looks fantastic. But
I mean that's what you're supposed to eat over there though. So I didn't eat a lot of Indian because I hadn't had Indian before I was there, and my friend who is Anglo-Indian walked me through my first order. But like I still don't feel like I know enough to do it myself. So when I go back in November and I'm in the London area, she and I will probably get dinner again, and then I'll have her walk me through another menu.
I think there's a couple places. I honestly, those are mostly the places that I look for because it's really hard to find places with like vegetarian options unless you're eating somewhere that is like somewhere in the Asia region, because no matter what, there will be something on the menu that I can eat, especially Indian food. I fucking live and die by Indian food. That is my fucking shit. So I'm super excited.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You'll have tons of vegetarian options though. They're everywhere. Even in Melissa's vegetarian, so even in Cardiff, like everywhere we went, it's not a problem.
I think London being like a bigger city, there's a lot more options than I'm used to here. I mean, I also live in a fucking beef state. Of course, there's not a lot of vegan vegetarian options, but
oh yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited.
I can't wait. It's fun because like in between trips, I'll get to feel like I'm there.
Yeah. I honestly, I feel like it's going to be a problem because like I'm going to get back and be like, okay, so like I know I'm saving for something, but my savings are currently enough for me to get back over there. So like, I want to join everybody for the shows. Like,
I'll be there for a month. You'll have somewhere to stay as of November 10th.
It's gonna be a problem.
I don't remember if I'm looking at a studio or not that trip. I forget actually, but I will be there. I think we have room in the Cardiff Airbnb actually.
I kind of do want to see Wales, but
I want to see Wales. It's gonna fuck you up though, just so you know.
I'm trying to be responsible because, like, honestly, I could probably afford another trip next year, and I'm supposed to be taking a trip with my best friend at some point because she also wants to go there, and like I need to go see Stonehenge and shit. But
it's okay. I won't pressure you now. You'll find your way back.
I will.
Oh, all right. Well, you have to get ready for your interview, right?
I do. I honestly I don't even know what I'm gonna wear, but
maybe next time we'll talk about what it's like to go to a fucking show in a castle because that was dope.
Well, thank you for joining us on another episode. Make sure you're sending in those jar submissions.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the jar's ready to go.
You made it?
Yeah, it's.
I'll send you the couple that I got when I put on Instagram.
Hell yeah. But yeah, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.